Yes, hello everyone. So once again we are back, and today we will be discussing about the paper that has happened today for the AP Class 10 SSC exam. And I am there, and Shikesh sir is there. I hope you all know my name. My name is Snehal. Over to you, Shikesh sir.
So I hope the paper was very good for all of you. Please type in the chat box how was your paper. Let us see the responses of the students. How many students are here? Type your responses. How was the paper? Whether it was easy, it was tough. We will be reviewing the complete overview and complete detailed analysis of this paper today, starting with Snehal with the section 1 on multiple questions. We'll split among ourselves and we'll be solving them in front of you. Okay. So please type in the chat box. Meanwhile, how was your paper and whether it was good, how much you will be scoring, what are your expected marks and all of those things you can tell. If talking about the paper was very similar to the previous year papers. Same type of questions were repeated. If you see in the section 4, section 5, same case, irrationality question that was asked again and again. The same question for AP and all of those type of questions were repeated again and again. So questions, if you see, the level of questions were not that difficult. Neither they were very easy. They were okay, medium average. This is about set A. Set B also we'll be talking about later in the evening. So let us start first by solving this. I will ask Snehal sir first to solve for you some questions. Then I'll come here and I'll be solving for you a lot of other questions as well. Okay. So let us start. Meanwhile, keep on commenting in the chat box. Okay.
Yes. Your comments are very much precious. Start commenting and quickly write in the comment box also that which set did you get. Okay, so we'll start the session, this paper discussion. So see, section 1, okay, the first question, what they asked, LCM and HCF of two numbers are 60 and 3. Got it? Understood? If one number is 12, then the other number would be what? Very simple. We know the formula, right? This formula is very simple. What is the formula? The formula is product of LCM and HCF. Product of LCM and HCF is nothing but product of the numbers, right? Product of numbers. So basically, if you all see, what is the HCF given? What is the LCM given? 60. HCF 3. It should be equal to the product of numbers. So one number is given, let it, it's 12, let the other number be x. So the other number would be what? 60 into 3 upon 12, right? Which is nothing but, if we solve, this is 5 into 3 is 15. So 15 is the answer. Simple, easy peasy question, right? And see, easily you would get what? 1 mark. Next question, if we proceed, what is the next question? The question says the 0 of the polynomial p of x is ax plus b, right? No, they are asking about the 0 of the polynomial. So very simple, make it 0, right? So if ax plus b is equal to 0, equated to 0, now the moment we equate it to 0, what will be happening? What will be happening? We have to find the value of x, right? So transpose this, ax will be equal to minus b. So x will be equal to what? X will be equal to minus b by a. And that's it. That is the answer. Option C. Clear? Easy, simple. The next question. Let's proceed to the next question. Create a binomial whose degree is 3. Now they're asking create a binomial whose degree is 3. First of all, they're asking about the degree as 3, right? Now, binomial means what? Binomial means two terms. So, let's suppose we have x, right? X cube plus x. So, tell me, first of all, how many terms are there? 1, 2. So, two terms means what? First of all, let's check whether it is a polynomial or not. Is it a polynomial? See, the power, the exponent is 3 and 1, right? So, both of them are what? The exponent is what? These are like whole numbers. If the whole numbers are there, then definitely these are nothing but the polynomials, right? And obviously the x is not in the denominator. So definitely these are polynomials. Now two terms are there. What is the highest what is the highest exponent of the variable here? It's 3. So we have created it, x cube plus x is the answer. Clear? I hope it is clear to you all. Right, now let's move on to the next one. Generate a pair of linear equation in two variables which are intersecting lines. Now I hope you all remember the condition that let's suppose if we have a1x plus b1y plus c1, a2x plus b2y plus c2, right? These are the linear equations. Now basically what is the thing? If at all the lines are intersecting, a1 upon a2 should not be equal to b1 upon b2, right? So we can just randomly write 2x plus 8y plus 7 equals 0 is the first line. Next one, what we can do? We can just randomly write 7x plus 15y plus 20 is equal to 0. So these two lines are what? Intersecting lines. You can see a1 upon a2, 2 upon 7 is not equal to 8 upon 15. Are they both equal? No. Clear? Understood? Easy? Simple? Let's move on to the next question, question number 5. So it is assertion reason type question. What they're asking, -5, assertion says -5 is a common difference of AP, -5, 0, -5 and so on. Reason, the common difference of an AP is D is equal to, the common difference is equal to AN minus 1. So here, let's see this thing. So basically, what is the thing? Now, if you all look at the common difference, here how we have got the common difference, the second term is 0, right? The first term is 5. If you subtract, what is the common difference? The common difference is nothing but -5. So yes, the assertion is correct. -5 is the common difference. And the reason, yes, the reason is also true. So that's why option A is correct. As both A and R are true, and R is the correct expression of A. This is the main reason why, like this is the formula, right? How do you find the common difference? AN minus 1, right? So that's why option A is correct. Now, let us move to the next question. The next question says, if triangle ABC is similar to XYZ, then which of the following is true? Which of the following is true? First, let's draw the triangles A, B, C, X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z, right? Got it? So now, we know this side will correspond to this side will correspond to this, and this side will correspond to this, right? So let's quickly take the analysis of AB upon XY will be equal to what? Or directly I can write like this. It's in the option also that AC upon XZ will be equal to what? Will be equal to what? AC upon XZ will be equal to what? BC upon YZ, right? Now, if we do the cross multiplication, what will be happening? AC upon BC will be equal to XZ upon YZ, and that's it. We have got the option. Option C is correct. Clear? Easy, simple. Got it? Now, here they are telling angle A will be equal to angle Z. Is it true? Not at all. AB equals to YZ. No, AB equals to XY. See, we cannot tell, right? They both are similar. So we cannot tell that they will be equal, right? Angle B equal to what? Angle Z. Not true. So that's why option C is correct. Now, let us proceed to the next one. So next one is sine theta is equal to 1 by 2. Then theta is equal to what? So sine theta is 1 by 2. Very simple. If you all remember, I don't know whether you all remember this table or not, sine 45, 60, 90. So here if sine theta is there, right, 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4, and take the root, right? So here it's very simple. This is 0, this is 1 by 2, this is 1 by root 2, this is root 3 by 2, and this is 1. So sine 30 is what? Sine 30 is nothing but 1 by 2, right? So that's it. Very simple questions, 1 mark. Now next few questions will be solved by Shrikesh sir. And here over to you, Shrikesh sir.
Hello everyone. I hope all of you got these questions correct. Now let me discuss few next questions. Just a second. Let me fix this up. Okay. I hope all of you are able to hear me. So these questions were not that difficult, easy only, right? So this is the 8th question. If the length of a shadow of a man is equal to height of the man, the angle of elevation is 45 degree, or true or false. Student here has marked true. Let's check whether this is true or false. This type of question is very basic and related to the topic of heights and distances. All of you know. Very easy question. It's indeed true. Let me quickly solve this and tell you how this works out. Okay. See very carefully. Shadow of a man, right? So height of the man. Let's say this is representing the man. Okay. This is man. AB. AB is the man. Now if sun is on this side, then the shadow will form like this. Correct. Shadow will be on the ground here. Let's say this is the shadow. Now, angle of elevation, where is the angle of elevation formed? Angle of elevation is from the top point of the object with the horizontal, right? So let me extend this line and draw it like this. This here will be angle of elevation, which is given to be 45 degree. It is written that length of shadow of a man, height and length of shadow is equal. So let's say height of the man is h and the shadow's length is L. Then we all know that tan 45 degree. Tan 45 degree, tangent is that trigonometric ratio which relates the height with the length, or in other words, perpendicular with base, opposite side with adjacent side. So I will take tan 45 degree will come out to be in this right angle triangle. Obviously man is standing vertically, h by L, and tan 45 degree, all of you know, is 1 is equal to h by L. If we solve this equation, we'll clearly get that h is equal to L, right? H will be coming out to be equal to L. So height and length of the shadow, height of the man and length of the shadow is equal only. So true was the correct answer. Whoever marked this true in this paper also, they got the deserved marks. Okay. Next question. Volume, a very easy question. Sphere volume, direct, giving in your hands. You will pocket 1 mark very easily. Very easy question. This is not even to say 4 by 3 pi r cube, right? That is the sphere volume. Volume is being asked. This is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. Okay. This is for hemisphere, by the way. Okay. Others are wrong completely. This is for hemisphere. This is the correct answer for sphere. 9th question, very easy indeed. Okay. Next question. The sum of probabilities of all elementary events of an experiment. This is the standard rule. Whenever we learn about elementary events are those events which are individual events of the sample space. These events probability, when we add, it will add to 1 only. That is the definition when we learn about elementary event, right? The definition itself says that elementary events, if individual elementary events probabilities, if we add, all the probabilities will add to 1. For example, I'll show you the answer is 1. Example also I'll show you. If we take a example of dice, if we throw a dice, we will get, if we throw a dice something, we will get the sample space to be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Elementary events are each and every individual element of this particular sample space occurring. That is the elementary event. So this occurring is 1 out of 6. This occurring is 1 out of 6. Only one chance, right? This 3 occurring is 1 out of 6. Only one time 3 can occur. 4 occurring is 1 out of 6. This also 1 out of 6. So if everything, if you add, how much will you get? How much will you get? You will get 6. You will get 1, correct? 6 by 6 or 1. So that's the concept. Elementary event corresponds to individual elements of the sample space occurring, their probability. Example also I showed. This is the definition only. You could have directly marked this 1 and moved ahead. Okay. Next, let's go to the 11th question. Create a geometrical design involving 2 tangents drawn from external point to the circle. Only 2 points, 2 tangents can be drawn. This is the theorem. You have to draw this. If you want to draw this, you have to draw a circle. Draw a circle. Take any point on the outside. Take any point. Join it like this. and join it like this. Okay, done. Both distances will be equal. Whatever is the distance of the first one, same distance you take, same angle also. I'll tell you, this is, if let's say T, this is Q, PT is equal to PQ. Also, if this is the center, then this angle and this angle, angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. Okay. Accordingly, you can draw, and only two tangents are possible. Wherever you choose the point should be outside. Only maximum two tangents are possible. Only one circle is needed, right? Common tangents were not asked. So this is how it will be drawn, and in this way you could have drawn this. Okay. Now let's go ahead. 12th question here is from quadratic equation. Form a quadratic equation in x whose coefficient of x square is 3, coefficient of x is -4, and the constant term is 2, right? A quadratic equation in general form looks like this. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, c is the constant term. In the question, what is a? Coefficient of x square 3. A is given to be 3. Given in the question, a is 3. What is b? B is -4 and c is 2. Correct? So if you substitute these values, you will be getting the answer as 3x squared minus 4x plus 2 equals to 0. That's the required answer. How many of you wrote this and came? Some students generally do some mistake that 2x square minus 4x plus 3, they will do like that. But this is the correct answer. Or some students, they will miss out by, they will not write this equal sign. If you do not put the equal sign, then also it's wrong. Okay. If you have written it in this way, then you will get the complete marks. Okay. Let's go ahead. Now section 2, if you see, here there are certain questions. This is a question number 13. Create a quadratic polynomial whose sum and product of zeros are 1 and 3/2 respectively. Now there is a relation which says that if you know the sum and the product, you can clearly form the quadratic equation using this relation. If S is the sum, P is the product, then the quadratic equation is given by x squared minus sx plus p equals to 0. Clearly in the question, sum is given to be how much? 1, and product is given to be 3/2. Let's substitute these values over here in this format. X square minus 1 into x plus 3/2 equals to 0. You can multiply any fractional term, don't leave it. Multiply by the denominator throughout the equation. You will be able to simplify this. If we multiply throughout by 2, we will get 2x square minus 2x plus 3 equals to 0. Don't forget, okay, my bad. This is the corresponding quadratic equation. Okay, this is the quadratic equation. Now you can write down the corresponding quadratic polynomial like this. The corresponding quadratic polynomial is in this way. Required quadratic polynomial will be only the left hand side. 2x square minus 2x plus 3. This one, okay? 2x square minus 2x plus 3 without the equal sign, because this is a quadratic polynomial, not the quadratic equation. I hope this part is clear. I hope all of you wrote it in this way only, okay? Okay, from next question onwards, here Snehal sir will take up. Okay, analyze nature of roots. This nature of roots, sir will tell you, okay?
Okay, thank you, Shreya sir. So, if we look at this question, if you have seen the quadratic equation, right? If you have studied this chapter, the previous question and this question is very simple. See, last question, what we did, we know that the quadratic equation, the quadratic polynomial or quadratic equation, how do we write? We write that x squared minus the sum of the roots into x plus the product of the roots, right? This is the thing. Now, if we have to find the nature of the roots, very simple, we have to find out what? We have to find the discriminant. And discriminant is equal to what? Discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac, right? This is the thing. Now, you all only tell me that what is the value of b? The value of b is -5. What is the value of a? Value of a is 2. What is the value of c? Value of c is 1. Now, just put down the values here. B square means -5 whole squared minus 4 into A is what? 2. C is what? 1. So this is nothing but 25 minus 8. So this is equal to what? This is equal to nothing but 17. So if we get 17 now, what is the value of D? Is D greater than 0? The value of D is greater than 0. So definitely what we are going to say, the roots will be real and distinct, right? Easy question. Got it? The roots will be real and distinct. Easy, simple, and along with this, let's proceed to the next question. Define BPT, basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Very simple. If we have a triangle, right, let the triangle be A, B, and C. Now, if we have a triangle ABC, then if we draw a line segment which is parallel to BC, right? Let's suppose this is D. If at all, if we draw a line which is parallel to BC, right? Okay, this line is parallel to BC, and obviously this point D and point E, point D lies where? On AB, and E lies where? At AC. So according to the BPT, what we can write is AD upon DB will be equal to AE upon EC, right? This is nothing but the BPT. So what does the BPT tell? If a line is drawn parallel to the third side of one side of a triangle intersecting two non-distinct points of the other two sides, then the other two sides are divided into the same ratio. Okay, this is nothing but the BPT. Okay, now let's proceed to the next question. It's about trigonometry, and here what we'll be using? We'll be using the trigonometric identities. I hope you all remember what are the trigonometric identities. What are trigonometric identities? So first one, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, right? And this is the thing that we'll be using in this question. So let's expand. So this is what? A plus B whole squared. What is A plus B whole squared? This is nothing but A square plus 2AB plus B square. Now next one is A minus B whole squared. A minus B whole squared is what? A square minus 2AB, then plus B squared, right? Now let's quickly expand. So sine theta plus cos theta whole squared will be equal to what? Sine square theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta plus cos square theta, right? Now next, what would be sine theta minus cos theta? Like sine theta minus cos square theta, it would be nothing but sine square theta minus 2 sine theta cos theta plus cos square theta, right? This would be the thing. Now, very simple thing. Now here, if at all, if we add both of them, let's see. First of all, this plus this is 1, this plus this is 1, right? So just write all the things. Sine square theta plus cos square theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta plus again sine square theta plus cos square theta minus 2 sine theta cos theta. So here what is happening? This plus this 1, this plus this 1, so 1, and this will be cancelled. So what will be having? 1 plus 1, which is nothing but 2. Clear? Easy question, right? You don't have to worry about anything. Okay, let's proceed to the next one. Define angle of elevation. Very, 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 very simple. So for example, you are standing here, okay? You are standing here, and what is happening? There is a building, okay? There is a very tall building. Now, you are looking at a person who is standing here, okay? You are looking at the person who is standing here. Now, obviously, if you are looking if you are looking here, some angle will be formed. Now this angle is nothing, the angle formed is nothing but angle of elevation. So whenever from the horizontal we are looking up, that angle that is being formed is nothing but angle of elevation. So this is nothing but the angle of elevation. Clear? Got it? Understood? Clear? Okay. So let's proceed to the next one. So the next question says the tangent, the length of the tangent from point A at a distance 5 from the center of a circle is 4 centimeter. Find the radius of the circle. Now this question is again very simple. I hope you have studied the chapter circle. So in this chapter, what is the thing? We know that, let's suppose if we have the radius, right? If we have a radius and here is a tangent. So the radius will be perpendicular to the tangent, right? Now, for example, the point A is here, right? So they are asking the distance from here to here. We know the length of the tangent. Do we know the length of the tangent? We know the length of the tangent. We know the radius? No, we don't know the radius, right? So can you all just quickly tell me, okay, sorry, they have given the distance as 5 and they have given this as 4. My bad. 1 second. Four centimeter and 5 centimeter. Okay. Now, using Pythagoras theorem, don't you all think so that you can solve this question? Very simple. So basically, this 5 square will be equal to r square plus 4 square. So this is 25 equals to r square plus 16. So r squared will be equal to 25 minus 16, which is nothing but 9. So r value will be root over 9, which is 3 centimeter. Right? Clear? Anyone having any doubt in this question? Very simple. Okay. So again, see, these type of question again. Let's suppose they can give you the tangent like this. If they wanted, they could have asked what is the area of the triangle also. Clear? Okay. Next question, if we proceed, the next question says find the curve surface area of a hemisphere with radius 7 centimeter. Again, very simple question, formula based. I hope you all remember what is the curve surface area of a hemisphere. It's nothing but 2 pi r squared. So just put down the values. 2 into pi, take it as 22 by 7. R squared is 7 into 7. So this cancelled, 44 into 7. So 44 into 7 if you do, how much it would be? It would be nothing but 308 centimeters squared. Okay, and this would be the answer. That's it. Now, next question will be solved by Shikesh sir, and here we have Shikesh sir.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. I hope till here all the questions were not that difficult. It was easy only. Okay. Yes, Amar. Okay. Let's now go ahead. This is the last question of this section. The formula we need to write. The formula, section formula, all of you know is M1. I will write down the section formula. First is section formula. The point divides x1, y1 and x2, y2 internally in this ratio. So internal division is like this. You will be getting the points x comma y as m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2, or mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. This is the internal division formula. For the midpoint case, this is the first answer by section formula. Second part is like this. The midpoint, for the midpoint situation, m1 is to m2 is equals to 1. 1 is to 1, right? m1 and m2, both the ratio numbers are 1 and 1, correct? If we substitute those formulas, then the midpoint for x1, y1 and x2, y2 will come out to be like this. Midpoint will be equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2. That's it. Okay, if you substitute it, you will get this answer. Now let's quickly get into the third section. Now third section here, it says the first question, explain how these questions are for 4 marks. You have to explain how this particular two numbers are roots of the equation 2x square plus x minus 6 equals to 0. For any number or any value to be a root of the equation, it should satisfy the equation. That is the basic concept we'll be utilizing for solving this question. So let me write down step by step. You need to write, because since it's a 4-mark question, I'll write down the information given in the question. Given 2x square plus x minus 6 equals to 0 is the equation, is the quadratic equation. You have to write completely. After that, we need to tell how this minus 2 and 3 by 2 are the roots. To explain this part, right? To explain minus 2 and 3 by 2 are roots of given equation. So how will you proceed ahead? You will put one by one, check if the left hand side is equal to the right hand side or not. So let's check. For minus 2, put x equal to minus 2 in the equation. Put x equal to minus 2 in the equation. You will get equation LHS. You will get 2 into minus 2 the whole square plus minus 2 minus 6. What will this be? 2 into minus 2 the whole square, 2 4s are 8, 8 minus 2 minus 6, 8 minus 2 6, minus 6 is 0, which is equal to what? RHS, which is equal to RHS. Hence x equal to minus 2 is a root of the given equation. Okay, given equation. Similarly, you have to write the same steps for the other root as well, which is 3 by 2. I'll write over here on the top. Okay. For 3 by 2, same procedure you will follow. Put, check by putting x equal to 3 by 2 in the equation. You will get 2 into 3 by 2 the whole square, 9 by 4 plus 3 by 2 minus 6. This will get cancelled 2 times. 9 by 2 plus 3 by 2 will give you 12 by 2, which is 6. 12 by 2 minus 6 is nothing but 6 minus 6, which is 0. Again, that comes out to be, put x equal to LHS, which comes out to be equal to RHS. Hence, this 3 by 2 is also root of the given equation, and therefore you will be able to solve this question. Complete 4 marks you will get. Final line you can write. Therefore, we were able to prove that x equal to minus 2 and 3 by 2 both are the roots of this given equation 2x square plus x minus 6 equals 0. You will get the complete 4 marks. Okay, fine. Let's go to the next question. This question we did. Final line you will write. Hence proved, since both minus 2 and 3 by 2 satisfy the given equation, hence both are roots of the equation, given equation 2x square plus x minus 6 equals to 0. Okay, that's it. That's the final line you need to write, and you will be well done with this question. Okay, next question is 22nd question. Here you need to write the formula to calculate the nth term of an AP. After that, you have to find the 10th term of the given AP 3, 7, 11. So first of all, let's write the formula for nth term. We know formula for nth term of AP is an or tn, whichever way you need to write, you can write. An is equals to a plus n minus 1 times d, where you have to write complete. Okay, where a is first term of AP, n is number of terms in AP, and d is the common difference of AP. Common difference of the AP. Done. This much information after you write, your formula part is done. For this, you can expect to get 1 mark. Okay, if you write it in this complete way, 1 or 1.5 mark you will be getting here. After this, the next part of the question is to apply this formula and get the 10th term of the given AP. So let me write down the given AP. Given AP is 3, 7, 11 and so on. For this, the first term is 3, Common difference is any two terms, consecutive terms, you subtract 7 minus 3, you'll get 4, okay? Common difference is 4. So this two information I have. I need to find the 10th term, right? Which term? 10th term. So where I wrote n is number of terms, it basically means that serial number of the term, okay? Serial number of the term. Which number term you need to find out, okay? That's what it means over here, okay? In case of sum, it actually means the number of terms, okay? Which number term you need to find out? Serial number. If I want to find out the 5th term, I'll put n equal to 5. If I want to find out the 6th term, I'll put n equal to 6. If I want to find out the 10th term, what will I put? N equal to 10, okay? So I'll put over here. We know that for 10th term, we can use this formula. A10 is equals to A plus 10 minus 1 times t. What is A? A is 3 plus 10 minus 1 is 9, since n is equals to 10, okay? N is equals to 10 for 10th term, okay? 9 times 4. 3 plus 9 times 4, 9 times 4 is 36, 3 plus 36 is 39. So 10th term comes out to be 39, and in this way you will be done with this question and you will be getting the complete 4 marks. So in this way, in this order, you would have solved this question. I hope you would have got this question correct. This was not that difficult, was very easy question only. Tough questions are towards the end in the section 4. In the section 3, you will be getting some section 4 and some sections you will be getting the tougher questions as well. Okay. Now next question, express the trigonometric ratio cos A, tan A, cosecant A and secant A in terms of sin A. So you all know the definition of sin A. We know sin A is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse, correct? Opposite side by hypotenuse. We know this definition we know. From this definition, I'll go ahead and I'll use other definitions. Okay, this is the basic definition. I'll be using this also. We also know that sin square A is plus cos square A is equals to 1, correct? By Pythagorean identity, Pythagorean trigonometric identity, which we know, trigonometric identity, first trigonometric identity, which says that sin square A plus cos square A is equals to 1. This means cos square A will be equals to 1 minus sin square A, or cos A is equals to square root of 1 minus sin square A. This is the answer for the first trigonometric ratio, cos A in terms of sin A. So cos A in terms of sin A is cos A equal to square root of 1 minus sin square A. There is no other way you can write it in terms of sin A. So I have written using the Pythagorean identity, sin square A plus cos square A equals to 1. Next part is tan A. Now tan A, the reason I wrote sin A equals to opposite by hypotenuse is that's the basics from which you derive the formula for tan A, right? You know that cos A is nothing but cos A is adjacent by hypotenuse. Tan A is nothing but it is equals to opposite by adjacent. Now, if you divide sin A and cos A, you will see hypotenuse and hypotenuse will get cancelled and you will get opposite by adjacent side, which is nothing but tan A. That is what I will do over here, and I'll write tan A is equals to sin A by cos A. Okay. This is the simple relation. Okay, done. Second part also done. Tan A is equals to sin A by cos A. This is the second part which is done. Cosecant A is the reciprocal of sin A, or if I write cosecant A is equals to 1 by sin A, correct? That is how you write reciprocals. So cosecant A is equal to hypotenuse by opposite side, or 1 by sin A, correct? So 1 by sin A I will write over here. That's the answer which we'll get over here. So cosecant A is also done, correct? Everything I need to represent in terms of sin A, right? Now listen very carefully. One part here over here. Let me write cosecant A is easy, okay? Let me write over here one more extra part, okay? Some of you would have written sin A by cos A, but that's not the complete answer. You need to write the answer completely in terms of sin A, right? So sin A by cos A, already I have written that cos A is equals to 1 by root over 1 minus sin square A. So this will be written like this, sin A upon square root of 1 minus sin square A. This is the correct answer, not sin A by cos A. This part, okay, sin A upon root over 1 minus sin square A, because it's asking completely in terms of sin A, right? completely in terms of sine A it is being asked. Just a second, let me, yes, correct. Completely in terms of sine A it is being asked. That's why I will convert cos A also equal to root over 1 minus sine square A. Done. After this part, cosecant A, you know that it's the reciprocal. It will be equals to 1 by sine A. Done. This part is also done. Correct. Secant A is equal to reciprocal of cos A, but it is in cos terms. I already have written that cos A is equal to root over 1 minus sine square A using the Pythagorean identity. So I'll write over here 1 over square root of 1 minus sine square A. This is the final answer for secant A is equals to 1 over square root of 1 minus sine square A. So secant A also you have in terms of sine, square root of 1 minus sine square A. Tan A also you have in respect of sine A by square root of 1 minus sine square A. Cos A also you have square root of 1 minus sine square A, and cosecant A also you have in terms of sine A 1 over sine A, correct? So all these three things, all these four things done. Next question, we have to prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is rhombus. So if I circumscribe means parallelogram is around a particular circle, okay? So if I have a parallelogram like this, let's say, this is a parallelogram, and I have a circle like this, okay? Circumscribing means it passes somewhere like this, okay? Let me pass it like this. This is a circle, okay? Let me write down this A, B, C, D. Let's write this P, Q, R, S. Now, this is a parallelogram. A, B, C, D is a parallelogram, and this is a circle which is touching the parallelogram sides at P, Q, R and S respectively. Okay. Now what all things I know if ABCD is a parallelogram, I know that opposite sides are equal and parallel, correct? Now in a parallelogram, the definition is like this. If all the sides become equal, then it becomes a rhombus. So I have to prove that in this particular shape, for this parallelogram ABCD, all the sides are equal to each other. If I am able to prove that, then I will be able to say that this particular parallelogram is a rhombus, correct? So let's start doing that by writing down the property of parallelogram which will help us doing this, which says that opposite sides are equal. ABCD is a parallelogram, correct? ABCD is a parallelogram, so opposite sides are equal. That is AB is equals to CD. Also, AD is equals to BC. This two together I will put as first equation in this way, okay? Now, one concept I will be using, since circumscribing means, the parallelogram circumscribe means, the parallelogram, the circle inside the parallelogram touches the parallelogram sides only at one point. This is only one point. It means this is tangent at this. AD is tangent to the circle at S. CD is tangent to the circle at R. BC is tangent to the circle at Q, correct? Same way, AB is tangent to the circle at P. This we will use, and this, the concept at the start also I told you, right? There was a geometrical drawing which you had to make. Whenever there is a point, external point, from there you can draw two tangents, and these two tangents are equal to each other, correct? That concept we will be using over here, okay? Yes, 25th question, I'll go, Ravi Shankar, yes, I'll go to that. Let me do this one first, okay? So AP is equals to PS, AS, correct? That rule only I'm writing over here, AP equals to PS. Same way, BP is equals to BQ. Same way, CQ is equals to CR. Again, this DR is equals to DS, correct? Same way, AP is equals to AS, already being said, okay? So these four things, how am I able to say all of these four things? These things I am able to say, this is second part, let me write. The reason for this is tangent drawn to a circle from external point are equal from same external point are equal in length. Let us add all these equations, the second part. Let me write 2, 3, 4, 5 in that way, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? Let us write this as second equation. Let me write this as third equation. Let me write this as fourth equation. Let me write this as fifth equation. If I add all of them, 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, what will I get? 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, I will get AP plus BP, AP plus BP plus CQ plus DR, correct? Let me rearrange this equation. AP plus BP I will get AB, CQ plus I need to do B. Okay, fine. Let's do it over here. Okay, CQ plus DR, right? So CQ, let's take it to be CR plus DR. Okay, let me write this equation as CR equal to CQ. Okay, CR equals to CQ. Otherwise, there will be one more step you will have to do. So I'm doing that correction over here itself. Okay, CR plus DR, CR plus DR is equal to AS plus BQ, AS plus BQ plus CQ plus DS. Okay. Now see very carefully. This over here, AP plus BP will be equal to how much? AP plus BP will be equal to this. This AP plus BP, let me use that color pen itself. Okay. AP plus BP will be equal to AB. This complete thing, in this place I can write AB. So let me write AB plus CR plus DR is how much? CR plus DR is CD. So let me write CD over here. This is CD, correct? CR plus DR. Now similarly, let's rearrange the right hand side of this equation. If we rearrange the right hand side of this equation, I'll get AS plus DS. If I add these two, AS plus DS, AS plus DS will give me AD. AS plus DS will give me AD, so I'll write AD. Same way, BQ plus CQ, this BQ plus CQ will give me how much? Will give me BC, right? BC. Now see very carefully, from first equation, AB plus CD, AB and CD both are equal, so I can write AB plus AB. So let me write AB plus AB over here. So from here, I'll be writing in this way. I'll be writing in this way. AB plus AB is equal to AD plus AD, let me write, correct? AD is BC only, so AD plus AD. This will give me 2AB is equal to 2AD, or AB is equal to AD. This means that from this part, let me put at equation number 6. From sixth equation and the first equation which we have, AB equals to CD equals AD equals to BC, we can say that from these 1 and 6, from 1 and 6, we can say that AB is equal to AD is equals to BC is equals to CD. All the four sides are equal. All four sides are equal. AB equals to AD equals to BC is equals to CD. All four sides are equal from 1 and 6. From this part and the bottommost one, which is the sixth one, from both of them we can say all the sides are equal. This further means that, let me write over here, this further means that since in a parallelogram all sides are equal, therefore it is a rhombus. That's it. Hence proved. Okay. Hence proved. Fine. This part is clear. This part is clear. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead to the next one. 25th question. Ravi Shankar was asking. I'll tell you the 25th question as well. This is set A, by the way. This is set A. A toy is in the form of a cone of radius 3.5 centimeter mounted on a hemisphere of same radius. The total height of the toy is 15.5 centimeter. Find the total surface area of the toy. Okay. So this toy is in form of a cone. Okay. It's in form of a cone like this. Okay. This is the cone. And it is mounted on the top of a hemisphere of the same radius. How can it be mounted? It has to be mounted in this way, like this. Correct. This is same radius. Cone and hemisphere both have same radius. Okay. Radius, this radius is 3.5 centimeter. Let me put over here that information. Let me write over here 3.5 centimeter. Next information is total height of the toy is 15.5 centimeters. So from here top till here till bottom, this height is how much? 15.5 centimeter. How much is the height? 15.5 centimeter. Now how much will be the actual height of the cone? If we see this hemisphere and the cone have the same radius. If this is 3.5 centimeters, from here to here also will be 3.5 centimeter, this part will be 3.5. So if we take this much only, the height of the cone, it will come out to be 15.5 minus 3.5, which comes out to be 12 centimeter. How much? 12 centimeter. So this part is 12 centimeter. Okay, this part is 12 centimeter. 12 and radius is this much. Now you know this part, everything you know the height of the cone also now. Height of the cone is 12 centimeter. It is not 15.5 centimeter. 15.5, some students did that mistake. They took 15.5 centimeter as the height of the cone. No. 15.5 centimeter is the total height of the toy. Out of that, you have to remove the base radius, which is because of the small height of this particular hemisphere. That part you have to remove. After that, you will be left with 12 centimeter. That is the actual height of the cone. So height of the cone is nothing but 12 centimeter. Radius is 3.5 centimeter. Now go ahead. Let's go ahead. Height is 12 centimeter. Radius is 3.5 centimeter. Height is 12 centimeter. Radius is 3.5 centimeter. Let's find out the total surface area of the toy. So one by one, let's find out. If we see the surface area of cone, the surface area of the cone will be the outer surface area. Inside, anything which is outside, that is the surface area. So surface area of the cone will only be the curved surface area. Curved surface area of cone will come out to be how much? It will be pi RL. Now to find out pi RL, we need to know what is L. To find out L, you know the relation L square. L square is equals to h square plus r square, which will come out to be 12 square plus r square. I will write in a better way. I will write it down, or let me write it down in this way. 7 by 2 the whole square. Okay, that's a better way to write down, because 3.5 the whole square, again decimal, you will solve better. You write it in this way, 7 by 2 the whole square. So L square will come out to be 144 plus 49 by 4. Correct? Multiply here. 4 times 4, 16, 1 carried 4, 4, 16 plus 1, 17, 1 carried 576 plus 49 by 4. 576 plus 49 will come out to be 576 plus 9, 585, 625. So L square is 625 by 4, or L is 25 by 2. Okay, L is 25 by 2. Okay, let me write down L. Let me move a bit side. So L is 25 by 2, or 12.5. I will write over here 25 by 2 centimeter. So surface area of cone, will be 3, how much, it's not mentioned how much to take the pi. So let's take it to be 22 by 7. 22 by 7 times radius is 3.5. 3.5 is 7 by 2 times length is 25 by 2. Cancel everything. What all things can be cancelled? Cancel. 2 11 times. This 7 cancelled. Done. So 11 into 25, you have 275 by 2. So it's a easy calculation if you do it smartly. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you. If you do decimals, it will be very difficult. Okay. So 275 by 2 centimeter square, whatever this is, because we have to add as well. This is only the surface area of cone, this top part. This is only the surface area of this much part. We have to now add the surface area of this bottom part as well. So bottom surface area will be the hemisphere's surface area, which is curved surface area, which comes out to be 2 pi r square. The total surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. The surface area of the surface area of hemisphere comes out to be 2 pi r square, which comes out to be 2 into 22 by 7 times 7 square by 2 square. Cancel this. 7 times. This will cancel 2 times, and this will cancel 11 times. 11 into 7, 77. This much part is 77. Okay. So 77 plus 275 by 2 centimeter square, both of them you add. Okay. So that will give you the total surface area. So total surface area, 275 by 2, you will get 2 1 times, 2 3 times, 6. 2 1s are 2 3s are 6, 2 7s are, and 0.5. Okay. So these two things you add. 137.5 plus 77. Add both of them. This will be 0.5, 7 7 4, 7, 3, 10 plus 1, 1. 1 carry 214.5 centimeter square. That's the correct answer. Those who all got 214.5 centimeter square, that's the correct answer. The height, you have to take it to be 12, not equal to this 15.5. Then use the this formula, L square relation. L square equals to H square plus R square. Find out L. L you can find out easily if you do a slight manipulation. 3.5 you can write it as 7 by 2 is 3.5. You will get L as 25 by 2. Substitute the value, you will get this much. Okay. After that, surface area of cone you got, surface area of hemisphere you got, both the surface areas you will have. You will get the total surface area of tie, which is 214.5 centimeter square. That's the answer. Next question onwards. Here Snehal sir will come and let you all know. Okay.
Okay, so next question, very simple, right? What we have to find? We have to find the formula for step deviation, right? We have to find the formula for the mean for the using the step deviation 1, right? Write the formula to find the step deviation method of a group data and explain the terms in it. Very simple, right? The formula is very, very, very simple, and you don't have to just go through this is a pet question basically. So you all are very lucky that they asked the formula, not the question, right? So what is the thing? We know x bar, which is nothing but the mean, right? This mean, one second. So basically x bar, which is the mean, is equal to a plus summation of fi ui upon summation of fi, right? So this is the formula, right? Now into h also, right? The class size. So let's understand one by one what is okay. So question number 5 we have already solved. So sorry, question number 25 we have already solved, and question number 2 also you can go back and watch what the answer is. So here, basically, if we all look at the thing, so A is what? A is nothing but the assumed mean. A is the assumed mean. Got it? What is H? H is nothing but the class size or width, right? Next, what is Fi? Fi is nothing but the frequency of the ith class. Frequency of the class or ith class, you can tell. Now, next thing you all should ask that what is this ui? This ui is nothing but how do you find ui? Xi minus a upon h, right? Now the question comes how we are going to find xi. Xi is nothing but upper class limit. I'll write upper limit plus lower limit by 2, right? This is nothing but upper class limit and this is nothing but lower class limit. So again, lower class limit, right? So this is how define the things, right? Very simple, right? And by this you are getting 2 marks. What is best, like how, like this is the easiest question that for 2 marks to be asked by the examiner. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. The next question says 2 dice are thrown at the same time. Based on the above data, create 4 questions similar to the example given below. What is the probability that the sum of 2 numbers appearing on the top of a dice is 8? So we have to create random 4 questions, right? 4 questions. Now you have to be very much creative, like anything. For example, if I were you, I would ask that what is the probability of getting a doublet? Doublet means what? 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, like this, right? So we can ask what is the probability. First question what we can ask is what is the probability of getting a doublet, right? What is the probability of getting a doublet, right? Now, next, let's suppose what are numbers we have on the dice? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? These 6 numbers. So next question, what I can ask is what is the probability of getting the sum of 2 numbers as prime number, right? What is the probability that the sum is prime number? Yes or no? What is the probability of getting the sum as a prime number? Clear? As a prime number. Easy. Now, next, what are things? Let's suppose what we can say. We can ask for the even number also, or let's do one thing. What is the probability? What is the probability of getting the product of 2 numbers as getting a product of 2 numbers as 12, right? So how we can get 6 2, 2 6, 3 4, 4 3, right? This is the thing. Now we can get anything, probability of getting an even number, probability of getting what is the probability of getting the sum of 2 numbers as an even number or odd number, right? Easy, simple. 2 marks easily you would have got just by solving this question. Now, okay, this is a graphical question and we have to just observe the graph and nothing else. Just by looking at the graph, what do you all think? The graph is nothing but of a quadratic polynomial. So whenever the quadratic polynomial is there, the graph is nothing but parabolic graph, right? Name, what is the shape of the graph? It is nothing but parabola, right? The first one is very simple, parabola. Write the zeros of the polynomial represented in the graph. Now see where this graph is cutting the x-axis. So here at 2, next at 3, yes or no? So write the number of zeros. So it has cut the x-axis at 2 distinct points, right? 2 and 3. So what would be the answer of B? Very simple, 2, right? It has cut the x-axis at 2 points. Got it? So we got option B as 2. Now see, find the sum of the polynomial represented in the graph. What is the sum? 2 plus 3. It has cut the graph as at 2 and 3. So 2 plus 3 is what? 5, right? So now what about D? Find the product of zeros of the polynomial represented in the graph. Now find the product of the zeros. So zeros are what? 2 and 3. Multiply 2 into 3. We got 6 and that's it. Very, very simple question, right? Easily you all got 2 marks. You all have to think about anything. Simple, easy, peasy, right? Okay then. Now moving on to the next one is, okay, section 4. So section 4 is each question carries 8 marks and easily you all are going to get now 8 marks if you all just look at the question. Justify the irrational 29A. is asking justify the irrationality of root 3. Now, this is a pet question. You all know this thing, right? You all know this thing. This is a pet question. So what do we have to do? What do we have to do? We have to do nothing, but we will use it solving what? Using the method of contradiction, right? We'll contradict. So what is the thing that we have to do? First of all, we'll assume that root 3 is a rational number. Let's assume root 3 is a rational number. If root 3 is a rational number, then root 3 can be written in the form of p by q, where p and q are co-prime numbers. Okay, p and q are co-prime numbers. So p and q are co-prime numbers, and q should not be equal to 0. Definitely q should not be equal to 0, right? Now, co-prime integers, basically, instead of numbers we can write integers to whatever. Got it? So if we square both the sides, what we'll get? We'll get 3 is equal to p square q square. So if we rearrange it, what we are going to get? We are going to get 3q square is equal to p square, right? Now 3 is a prime number. We know 3 is a prime number. So if we are writing like this, that means 3 will divide p square, right? So basically we can say if 3 divides p square, that means it's nothing but 3 is a factor of p. 3 is a factor of p square, and similarly we can say 3 is a factor of p also, right? Got it? Okay. So now here one more thing, q square is dividing p square. So we can say q is dividing p, right? Similarly we can say what? We can say that here basically q is dividing p square. Q square is dividing p square. So similarly we can say that q is dividing p square. Now basically here, if you all see this thing, so can we write that p will be equal to 3q, right? We can write that p will be equal to 3q. Now the moment we write, okay, so p will be equal to 3a, right? Because what is happening? 3 is a factor of p square and 3 is a factor of p, right? So 3 into something is equal to p. Now if we substitute the same thing here, basically, so what we will be getting, as 3q square is equal to 3a whole square, which will be nothing but 3q square is equal to 9a square, right? Then again, this will be nothing but q square is equal to 3a square, right? Is equal to 3a square. Got it? Now let's do the transposition. So a square can be written as q square upon 3, right? So again what we can say if q square by 3 is equal to a square, we'll say that 3 is a factor of q, right? What we'll say? That 3 is a factor of q. 3 is a factor of q. The moment we say 3 is a factor of q, right? And here also we said that 3 is a factor of p. So what is happening? 3 is a factor of q, 3 is a factor of p. So both the things are contradicting, because what we have said that p and q are co-prime numbers. Though if they both are co-prime numbers, that means we are contradicting, and by this we can prove that root 3 is not a rational number. Clear? Easy. Now next question is based on the BPT, right? 29b, if I were you, I would go for 29b because it is very simple question. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Let me just insert a black screen and here. So, very simple question. What they have given is, we have a diagram, right? So the diagram is something like this. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E. So they have given x plus 2, this they have given x minus 1, this they have given x, and this they have given x minus 2, right? Now related to this, we have to, they have asked us to find the value of x. Now this is very simple. Sir, I did 21 question, polynomial pfx and alpha. Okay, got it. So 21 was simple only, na? That's fun. This question, alpha plus beta, that also you can do if you want to. But here, see, basically, if you put down the values, then got it? Correct only. Clear? Okay. So we were at this question, right? Okay. So 1 minute. So the diagram was very simple. We have a triangle. We have a triangle. This is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and this is E. They have given this as x, this as x minus 2, this as x plus 2, and this as x minus 1. And they have asked us to find the value of x. BPT question, very simple, nothing you all have to do. They have given that this is parallel to this, right? So DE is parallel to BC. By this, what we can write, x upon x minus 2 will be equal to x plus 2 upon x minus 1, right? So cross multiply x into x minus 1. Okay, this is x plus 2, my bad. So this will be what? X minus 2 into x plus 2. This is a minus b, a plus b, which will be, so if we multiply x into x minus x will be x squared minus 2 squared, which is nothing but a minus b into a plus b, which is nothing but a squared minus b squared, right? So this is what? This is what? This is x squared minus x is equal to x squared minus 4. Right? Now, if you do the transposition, if you bring this thing here, x square minus x square plus 4, and if you bring this thing here, x square x will cancel, so x will be equal to 4. Very simple. So if I were you, I would go for this question. Very simple, right? Okay. Next question. Next question says, identify which type of triangle can be made with the vertices 5, 2, 6, 4 and 7, minus 2. Justify your answer. Now, first of all, this question is based on, but just by looking at the coordinates, right, they are asking us to use the distance formula, right? So the moment we start using the distance formula, don't you all think so? This is a very simple question, right? Okay, so what we need to do? First, let the coordinates here, this is A corresponds to 5, minus 2. B is 6, 4. C is 7, minus 2. Right. Now, let's find out AB. So, the formula is very simple. The formula is very simple. x2 minus x1 whole squared. So, x2 is what? 6 minus 5 whole squared plus y2. y2 is 4 minus 2 whole squared. So this will be 1 squared minus would be 4 plus, this will be what? Okay, 1 second. This will be plus 4 plus 2 is 6 squared, right? Which will be giving us root 7, sorry, which will be 1 plus 36, which will be root 37, right? Units, okay, unit, not units, root 37 unit. So next one, let's find out what is BC. So BC is again x1 y1 x2 y2. So it will be x1 x2 minus x1 7 minus 6 whole squared plus x2 which is minus 2 minus of 4 whole squared, which will be again 1 squared plus minus 6 whole squared root over, so it will be again 1 plus 36. If you take the root 37 unit, right? Easy. Now let's find out AC. If AC is also equal, that means until now we understood this is isosceles. Now if AC is also equal to root 37, that means it's an equilateral triangle. Let's see AC. So again here x2 7 minus 5 whole square, right? Now next would be what? Next would be what? y2 is minus 2 minus of minus 2 whole squared. So this will be what? This will be 2 plus minus 2 would be minus 4. Okay, minus 2 would be minus 4 whole squared, and this is 2 squared. So what we got? We got 4 plus 16, which is nothing but okay. So 1 second. Achha, here I did a mistake. 1 minute. So 1 second. Here 2 square is right, and here what we got? We got minus 2 minus would be plus, so plus 2 whole square. So this will be 0. So it will be root 4. Root 4 is nothing but 2. So we got 2 unit. Now just by looking at the distances, for example, we got root 37 and 2. Basically what we can conclude, this is an isosceles triangle. Got it? This is an isosceles triangle. Very simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, let's go to the 30B. So 30B, what it is saying, let me just insert one slide. 1 second. So 30B is asking us to find the area of the sector, right? So what they have given, we have to find the area of the sector. So area of the sector is very simple. What is the formula? Area is equal to theta upon 360 into pi r square, right? So here, if we look, what are the things they have given? They have given us the radius as 4. They have given us radius as 4 centimeter. They have given us theta as 30 degree, right? So, and they have given that we have to use the value of pi as 3.14. So just put down the values. Theta is 30 upon 360. Pi is 3.14, and the radius they have given is 4. So 4 into 4. So if we solve, this is nothing but 12. This goes 3 times. So it is nothing but 3.14 into 4 by 3, right? So if you multiply 3.14 with 4, it will be coming as 12.56 upon 3. Now if we divide 12, this will be 4.56. 56 would be nothing but approximately 19. So the answer would be 4.19 centimeter squared, right? The answer would be 4.19 centimeter squared, right? Huh? Jai Bulaya sir. Sir, please say this one. Why should I say? Okay, Jai Bulaya, if you are happy with that, what's your name? Amar Kushwa. Okay, Amar, where do you stay? You stay in Vizag, you stay in AP, you stay where? Huh? PM Palam. Acha, there's a difference. There's a difference. See, sir, I know, but I don't know what is sar. Sar means sir. In Hindi we call it as this and sir. Okay. First of all, you should, I don't know what is. Chala doubts. What doubts? 20-second question. 20-second question was very easy, na? What was there? Okay. So sir spelling is SIR, not SAR. So if you go to the colleges and all, they'll mock you. Fine. So it's SIR, not SAR. Clear? Okay. Again, SOR. I don't know. Let's come on English exam date. Okay. That time I want to see that when we are discussing about the English paper, how much you are going to get. Clear? Okay. 20-second is done. Again, we can go back. So see, this is the area that we have got for the minor arc. Now, can't we find out what will be the area for the major arc? Very simple. Find out what is the area of the circle. Area of this is minor arc. You can use the formula also, or you can do the subtraction. So area would be what? Area of the circle, pi r square. Pi r squared, 3.14 into 16. If you multiply how much it is, this will be nothing but 50.24. Okay, 50.24 centimeter square. So major sector would be 50.24 minus 4.19. So how much you will be getting? You will be getting nothing but 46.05 centimeter square. Okay, approximately. Clear? Easy, simple, very easy question. Okay, so sir, first 20-second. Okay, see, I hope this question is completely clear to everyone, right? I'll go back to the 20-second one. 20-second one was very simple. Now, what was there in this question? See, 20-second is not this one quadratic formula. Why quadratic formula? And this one, then straight away you have to use the normal formula now of an. Actually, 21st. So what? See, there are two ways. First, just put down the values here or use the formula, right? Just put down the values, right? You know how to find the sum of the product and sum of the roots and product of the roots. So you can use this thing or just put down the values also. If you put down the value, you'll see it depends on you, right? They are asking for 2 marks. If I were you, I would just put down the values and check, right? Understood? Or what you can do is, the sum, you find the sum and you find the product. What is the formula? X square minus the sum into x plus the product. Clear? Whatever is convenient. You found out the roots. It's okay. Even if you found out the roots, it's okay. Ultimately, you explained it now. So 3 ways. Yes, you can find out the roots also. So 3 ways. It's easy. You will get the marks. 2 marks only. Na? If it was, if they would have specified that yes, you find out the roots and confirm whether these things are correct, it's okay. Clear? Got it? Understood? Easy? Simple? Okay. So this 28, 21, 8 also easy, na? 28. See, what is the shape? Parabola. How many roots? How many zeros are there? See how many times it is cutting the x-axis twice. What are these? 2 and 3. So 2 and 3. They are asking about the sum of the roots. Sum of the roots 2 plus 3 is 5. Product of the roots 2 into 3, which is 6. Sir, I didn't substitute. It's okay. It's okay. What's your name? Fadjaf. First of all, you should write the name properly. Clear? What's your name? And you should know, when we were doing our series, even in our revision course, SISYA class course, in this, these all questions were there. Harsha, your name is Harsha? Okay, good, fine. So let's proceed. So we have solved question number 30. Let's proceed to the next question. So this question, this is again very simple question. What they're asking? They're asking that a game of chance consists of spinning an arrow which comes to the rest point on the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these are equally likely outcome. They have already given equally likely, right? So we have to solve this. Okay. So let's solve this question. First of all, the probability of getting each number is what? How many numbers are there? How many numbers are there? 8 numbers, right? So the probability of getting 1 is 1 upon 8, total number of outcome, 2 upon 8. So basically they're asking what the probability of getting 1. Sorry, what is the probability of getting 8? 8 is what? How many times it has come? Once only. So the probability will be 1 upon 8. Clear? The probability will be what? 1 upon 8. Understood? Got it? Okay. Probability of getting an odd number. So odd number is 1, 3, 5, 7. So how many odd numbers are there? 4. Total number of outcomes are what? 8. So 1 upon 8 is nothing but 1 upon 2. So probability will be 1 upon 2. Right? Next question. A number greater than 2. A number greater than 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is nothing but 6 upon 8. 6 upon 8 if you solve, 3 upon 4. A number less than 9. Now, all the numbers are less than 9. So the probability will be what? Any number. 8 if it comes 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All are less than 9. So definitely this is a short event. So the answer would be what? 8 upon 8, which is nothing but 1. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yes or no? Tell me. This question, if I were you, I would have gone for 31A. Huh? But Amar, that question is of 4 marks. Which one? 26. 26 was, 26 isn't, no, it was of 2 marks. Oh, so yes, 4 marks. Okay, fine. You would have got 4 out of 4. Got it? You will get full out of full. Don't worry. If you don't get, you come to our office and tell me. Clear? Got it? Sir, 24, 4 if I found out the roots. You found out the roots and you confirm now that yes, these are the things, right? Even if you're finding out the roots, that means it is involving more number of steps. Clear? 28 we have already solved. Clear? Okay, now let's go to the B. Let's go to the B1. So from a point across the bridge, the angle of depressions, not that depression, okay, don't get depressed that sir I'll be adding less marks. No, the question was very easy. The questions were very easy and I guess you all can get 100 out of 100. Very easy question. Okay. Now, I know, see, exam fear and everything is there. Maybe out of that you would have lost 1 or 2 marks, but I'm expecting that, overall you'll be getting more than 95. Clear? Got it? Sir, I did strike offs too. It's okay, strike off. Life is all about doing the mistakes and correcting them, right? If you don't correct the mistakes, then it's a bad thing, right? (28) question B, I write the answer 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are there, na? See, for 28, what was there? 2 and 3 are, only 2 and 3. No, they're asking about the sum. So you first write that 2 and 3 are the zeros. Then add them. They're asking about the sum, na? Understood? Got it, Rajesh? B, you wrote 2 and 3. So it depends on the mood of the examiner. They can give 1 mark also. It depends. 2 and 3 if you have written, it's okay. They can give it. It depends on the mood of the examiner. Fine. Got it? Okay. So let's solve this question. So from a point, so basically there's a person over the bridge, right? And this person is observing what? The banks of the rivers. Okay, the banks of the rivers. So they have given us 2 depressions and the height of the bridge is 3 meters. Okay, this is, let's suppose this is x, this is y, and the angles are given as 30 and 45. Clear? 30 and 45. Good. Now, don't you all think so that this question would be very easy? What you have to do nothing. You have to use the tan theta and then find the answer. So we know what. I hope you all remember. Some people have curly brown hair, tightly pulled back. So tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base, right? So here perpendicular is what? 3. Base is x, right? Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So this is 1 by root 3 is equal to 3 upon x. So x will be equal to what? X will be equal to 3 root 3, right? 3 root 3 meters. Then let's go for the next, this triangle. So again, tan theta will be equal to what? P upon B. P is what? 3. B is y. Now tan, okay, here I'll write tan 30, okay, so that you all don't get confused. This will be 45. Once again, let me just tan 30, tan 45. Okay. Now tan 45 again, tan 45 is 1. So it will be 1 is equal to 3 upon y. So y will be equal to 3. Now they're asking about the distance. So the total distance is x plus y. They're asking about the width of the river, right? So width would be what? X plus 5. So x plus 5 would be what? 3 root 3 plus 1. So this is the answer, right? Got it? This is the answer. Plus 3. So take 3 common. It will be root 3 plus 1. This clear? And that's it. Very simple. You would have got 8 marks. Simple question. Okay, so from question number 32, Shrikesh sir will help you out, and over to you, Shrikesh sir.
Okay, so two more questions to go. This is the 32nd question. Here, statistics. If you know the formula for median, it will be very easy for you to solve. So the formula for median goes like this. Median is given by, let me put this color. Median is given by lower limit of the median class plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency of the previous class divided by the frequency of median class multiplied by the class interval h or class size. This is what we need to find out from the given table. If we look at the given table, first step is to find out or put on the values of the cumulative frequencies. Okay, so already the frequency is given to be number of students. If we put the cumulative frequency, it will come out to be 2. I'll write over here 2. 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 8, 13, 13 plus 6, 19, 19 plus 6, 25, 25 plus 3, 28, 28 plus 2, 30. Okay. So cumulative frequency I have. After finding out the cumulative frequency, I have to find out the median class. Okay. Median class is found out by using this relation which says that n by 2, cumulative frequency of the median class should be greater than or equal to n by 2. If you see the total number of students or the total frequency is 30 given in the question as well, and also confirmed while plotting while finding out the value of cumulative frequency, we also confirm this, double confirm that this total is 30 only, correct? So n by 2 is 15 just greater than or equal to 15. Which cumulative frequency is there? Which cumulative frequency is just greater than or equal to 15? That is 19, this one. So this becomes my median class. What is my median class? 55 to 60 is my median class. Done. That's decided. From this we get 19 is something which is greater than or equal to 15. So 55 to 60 is my median class, and according to that I will find out the values. Lower limit of the median class, L is equals to 55. Done. L is 55. This one is 55. Let's highlight over here. This is 55. Done. After that, so 55, let me write over here. Let me erase this part. Let me highlight over here. This is 55. Let me write it in the red color. L is 55. Done. Okay. Frequency of the median class is 6. Frequency of the median class. Cumulative frequency not of the median class but of the previous class. This is the cumulative frequency of the previous class, which is 13. Let's substitute these values. One more important thing, H is class size. Upper limit minus lower limit of any of the classes, you will get H equals to 5. Okay. So let's find this out. Okay. Okay, Srinu. Okay, fine. Let's try this out here. See very carefully. So lower limit of the median class 55 plus n by 2, 30 by 2 minus cumulative frequency of the previous class is 13 divided by frequency of the median class 6 multiplied by class size is 5. A lot of things will get cancelled. 55 plus 15, 2 15 times, 15 minus 3, 2. 2 by 6 times 5, 2 3 times and 2 1 times, 5 by 3. 5 by 3 will be something around 3 ones are 3, 1.666, right? 1.67 you can write approximately. 55 plus 1 is 56.67. That's the exact answer. 56.67 or 56.66. That's the 50. This is the median. What is the median? This is the median. Okay. In this way, you'll have to do. Correct. This formula is very important for you all to remember. The steps, if you know, then this will be very easy for you to solve. The second part, which is the B part, if the sum of first terms of 7 terms of AP is 49 and that of 17 terms is 289, show that the sum of first n terms is n square. This is not that difficult. We'll be doing this. Let me add a slide over here very fast. Okay. This is the 32nd question, right? Okay. Let's add one more slide here and then we'll do. Okay. So let's come back over here. Let's add one more slide. So first part is done. Second part, you had a choice. If you do remember the formula of median, then it's very easy. You can find it out. If you do not remember, then you will have to go with the AP problem over here. This AP problem over here will be solved like this. Sum of first 7 terms of the AP, sum is given by n by 2 times 2a, n by 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 times d, close the bracket. Okay. This is the formula for the sum. Okay. For 7 terms, the sum is like this: 7 by 2 times 2a plus n minus 7 minus 1 is 6d, 2a plus 6d. This here is equal to how much? It is equal to 49. So from this we get 7 1s are 7 7s are 49 cancelled. 2a plus 6d is equals to 2 into 7 14, or a plus 3d is equals to 14. This is equation number 1. First equation we get. Next part is sum of 17 terms is 289. From this I will get 17 by 2 multiplied by 2a plus 17 minus 1, 16d is equals to 289. Again this will get cancelled. 17 times 289. 2a plus 16d is equals to 34. A plus 8d you will get 17. This is equation number 2. 1 minus 2, if you do 1 minus 2, you will get minus 5d is equals to 14 minus this is 7. Okay, 7 minus 17, which is minus 10. You will get d is equals to 2. Okay, common difference you got to be 2. You put d equals to 2 in any one of the equations, you will get a plus 6 is equals to 7, which means A is equals to 1. So you got A equals to 1. You put D equals to 2 in equation number 1, you get A equals to 1, D equals to 2. Now we need to prove that we have got the value of A also, we have got the value of D also. We need to prove that the sum of n terms is n square. Sum of n terms, as we wrote at the start, is equals to n by 2 times 2A plus n minus 1 into D, right? So 2 into A, 2 into 1 plus n minus 1 into 2, D is 2, correct? This will come out to be Sn is equals to n by 2 times 2 plus 2n minus 2. This minus 2 cancelled. Sn is equals to n by 2 times 2n, 2 cancelled, n into n, n square. Hence proved. So sum comes out to be n squared, hence proved. How many of you did this second question the correct way? You got it n squared. Tell me, type in chat box. How many of you did the second part? 32b, type in the chat box. 32a, you need to remember. If you do not remember A, then you have to go with B. I think majority of you would have done the B part. If you got the answer correctly to be n square, please type 1 chat box. Please type 1 if you did this B part, okay? So let's go ahead. So these 2 questions we have discussed. The first one, median formula. Second one, this sum needs to be n square, you need to prove, okay? Next part, 33rd question, solve the following pair of linear equations graphically. So you have to solve it graphically. For that you have to plot. You will have to plot like this. You will have to plot in this way, x axis, y axis. Scale you will have to take 1 unit equals to 1 centimeter in x axis, 1 unit equals to 1 centimeter in y axis is scale, and all of those things you will have to mark. 1 centimeter, 1 unit in both axes, After that you plot the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, minus 1, minus 2 and so on, minus 1, minus 2, correct? 1, 2, 3 and so on the top side, correct? In this way you plot all the values. Now, if you see x minus y plus 1 equals to 0, let us plot it using the green color, okay? X minus 1, y plus 1 equals to 0. If I put x equals to 0, I will get y equals to 1. If I put x equals to 0, y equals to 1, this is 1 point. If I put y equals to 0, I'll get x equals to minus 1. This is another point. If I join these 2 points and extend, this green line will be nothing but this will be the equation x minus y plus 1 equals to 0 representation on the graph. Done. Next, I'll only need 2 points for the graph to be plotted. You need to make the table also. You can make the table in this way like this. X, y for both of them. If x equals to 0, y is equals to 1. If y equals to 0, x is equals to minus 1, 0, 1, minus 1, 0, plot and extend. Same way you make the table for the next one. Let me draw the next one in red color, okay? 3x plus 2y minus 12 equals to 0. If I plot the same things, x, y, if I put x equals to 0, I'll get y equals to 6, 0, 6. If I put y equals to 0, I will get x equals to 4. So 4, 0 here, this point, and 0, 6 somewhere, on the top, 0, 6, this point, okay? Both the points, if I join like this, let me join over here like this. In this way, I will get something like this, and it will go from here. And it will get extend on the upside also like this. This here is 3x plus 2y minus 12 equal to 0. Now the point of intersection of these 2 lines, that particular point is the solution. The x value and the y value at that point is the solution. If you see, x value comes out to be 2 and y value comes out to be 3. 2, 3, that will be the solution. You can put and check also. 2 minus 3 minus 1 plus 1, 0. 3 2s are 6 plus 2 3s are 6, 12, 6 plus 6, 12 minus 12, 0. So 2, 3, this is the solution. 2, 3 is solution. You can write it in this way. X equal to 2 and y equals to 3 is the required, or is the solution for the required equations, okay? Clear? So this is how you had to do the 33A1. Simply plot and go ahead, okay? Second part, form the pair of linear equations in the following situation and find their solution graphically. Very easy question. And you have to just plot the value, form the equation, okay? So if we see, let girls be x, boys be y, okay? Here one extra. If you would have done the first one itself, A1, it's very easy, okay? Second one, there is one extra step. You have to solve, frame the equation, then you have to plot and solve, okay? The equations will be, it's given that number of girls is 2 more than the boys. X is 2 more than the boys, 2 plus y. So I have one equation, x minus y equals to 2. This is one equation from the given information. Another information, I also know that there are total 10 students in the class, so x plus y equals to 10, correct? X plus y equals to 10, this is the second equation which I have. Let's plot this. If I plot this over here, let me plot here itself, in here. If I put x equals to 0, y equals to 10, so somewhere here 10 comma 0 and 0 comma 10 somewhere here. If I join these 2 points, it will look like this. If you plus, you will have to get 10. If you minus, you will have to get 2, okay? Obviously 6 and 4 is the answer. Let's confirm, okay? If for the second one, so this is x plus y equals to 10. The second one, x minus y equals to 2. If I put x equals to 0, y is minus 2. X equals 0, y is minus 2. This point 0 comma minus 2. If I put y equals 0, x is equals to 2 somewhere here, 2 comma 0. I will extend this like this. This point here, you know what that point will be. So this is the equation of the line x minus y equals to 2. You plotted both the equations. The point at which both of them intersect, the point of intersection of both the lines, that point is the solution. X value will be the number of girls, y value will, because that we have taken in that way, x is girls and y is boys, okay? This will come out to be, if you see, 6 comma 4. If you would have plotted, you would have got 6 comma 4. Scale and all of those things are similar to the previous question. Scale, you will have to take 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit and then you have to plot. You can cross verify and check by using the elimination method. If you add both the equations, you will get 2x equals to 12, x equal to 6. Then substitute 6 minus y equals to 2, you will get y equals to 6 minus 2, 4, okay? So you get x is equals to 6, y equals to 4, hence number of boys is 4 and girls is 2 more. So number of girls is 6, okay? That's the exact answer for this, okay? So this is where I hope, okay, let me check the, sir, is 25 question, I missed one value, but my answer is 219.5. How many marks will I get? 25th question. 25th question, what did you do? You missed 25th one, you missed one L value, but answer is 214.5. How Arjun? It's not possible. If you miss the L value, you will not be able to get that answer, right? You will have to find out the L, then only you will be able to find out the surface area of cone, right? Arjun, if you miss the L value, you just wrote the answer. For this answer, you will be getting 1 mark, okay? For this answer, you will only get 1 mark. Other steps are also important, right? 1 mark. Depending on the examiner's point of view, they can give you 0.5 also, 0.5 to 1 mark. They will be giving to you, okay? Arjun Rao, clear? Okay. Anyone else you faced any specific question you faced, any challenge you want to ask me, please type in chat box. I'm open to that, okay? Anywhere you faced any difficulty, or sir, this question I wrote it in this way, sir, this question I'm not sure about, I want, how should I go about it, will I get the marks or not? You can also type in the live chat box. Also, after the class, after this live ends, even if you type it in the comment box, right, I will personally reply in the chat. I will reply in your comment. Okay, fine. Okay, fine, everyone. Okay, so this is where we will be ending. I hope all of you got maximum of the questions correct. 33 questions were there. Maximum of these questions you got this correct. This was not that difficult paper. This paper was completely on the basis of how well you understand the concept, how well you can display the same in the paper with steps, stepwise solutions. All of those things were tested, and you all, I hope, would have written steps properly. If you write steps properly, you will get the marks. Okay. For answer, you will get half to 1 mark, but steps are very important. If you write the steps, ample amount of steps, everything you denote in the right way, examiner will for sure, no one can, stop them from giving you marks. Okay, fine. So this is where we'll be ending. Bye-bye, everyone. And there is one more stream which will be coming, one more live is there towards the evening, where we'll be discussing the next set as well. Okay, bye-bye.